Hello guys, welcome. Alrighty, so today we are getting prepared for the actual season start tomorrow, for season 2. Hello Seal, yes I know you're very excited about more WoW drops. Hope you enjoy your WoW drop. But, yeah, so I did pretty much everything that I wanted to do on my main warrior. Got all of the M0s done, I got the tier 11 delves unlocked, so she's pretty much set. There's not much else I can do on her. But I know that I will not just play one character, and also the new Catalyst gearing system is kind of shit if you do PvP and PvE. So I need another warrior. Technically I already have another warrior, but it's a gnome and like... don't really want to be the gnome. I don't really want to be the gnome. So, I'm finishing leveling up my other troll warrior, which should at least be better than the Nightborn one. So I'll probably do, at least for the time being, troll warrior for PvP, and then my Nightborn one for raid. But yeah, the Catalyst makes it so that when you turn your gear into tier, it retains the stats, but obviously the stats that you want for PvP and the ones that you want for PvE are not the same. So I would have a shit piece of tier for one or the other, no matter what I did. So it's just easier to have two. While the catalyst charges still matter. As you get later on in the season, it matters less, but in the beginning, when you only have a couple of catalyst charges to go through, it's not very good. Oh yeah. So I got up to 83. Oh, and the other one I got up was my Demon Hunter. I was able to get her to 90 the other day. So at least that's good. I'm not 100% sure what I want my real ult to be. I'm thinking it might be the Demon Hunter. But we'll see. We'll see how the changes go and how it feels once the season starts. For real. Because even though they made all those changes, they already went through and are doing a whole bunch of changes again tomorrow. So it'll be different again already. Right. I'd like some sound, please. Some sound here. Although I do have to say I am quite tired of leveling, but there's still quite a few classes I have not leveled up to 90 yet. And I was looking at the tier sets, and I think Warlocks actually get a pretty cool tier set. So I think I might try to level one of those a little bit later. Probably not before the patch, but later on. I think it actually looks pretty neat. The warrior one is more for just, I actually want to try and push rating on them this season. Maybe I can find a freeze group to play with. I have a healer, but I need a DPS to do threes with. Let's see if we can work towards Glad this season. It seems impossible, but maybe we can work towards it. I think for now I probably just want to do a bunch of delves. I think it's good for me to level up during the using the delves too, because they give a quest that you can hand in. It gives you a lot of experience, but oops. The main thing is I want to try and do the double question mark delve boss next week. And the higher Valyr's level is, the better. So if I level up Valyr while I'm leveling up a character, then that will help. Oh, damn, that was a huge upgrade. Level 83 using like level 30 gear. Alrighty. Oh my god, guys, it got all the way down to 27.9. Never mind, I picked it up as 28 degrees. Oh my god, it got down to 28 degrees in my room. The lowest I've seen it. Like poured and rained here. It dropped really low outside, but it's just still way hotter in my room than it is out there. Stone walls just hold heat forever. Nice bread baking temperature. I don't want to be a bread. I'm not a bread. Don't bake me. It's really tough. I just not been getting good sleep. I didn't sleep again last night. Normally I would sleep like, I don't know, like close to 9 hours probably. I was looking at my health thing and it's like, you slept about 6.5 hours over the past week every night on average. And I was like, that's great. Look at this little plodding patadling. Patadling? Tote. Oh. Damn, he's so extra when he dies. Okay. I was doing one of those delves, one of the new ones, and it was like, what did it say? I have to look at it again. Put it in here somewhere. Oh, John Moe the Loud. He's like, if there's two things I love in this world, it's tiny animals and gladiatorial violence. Like, that sounds familiar. Yeah, I'm so tired of leveling up these characters after doing a Demon Hunter and then doing this one. One day I'll figure out which character I had started this quest line on so I can actually do the rep quest up here. It's just broken right now.
Let me know when you're ready.
You
have forgotten the value of tradition, Owen. Go to the Den of Echoes.
New gear?
Remind yourself of what it means to be Haragir.
New gear. Need new bags. Oh my god, these bags are... Oof. I don't know why, but the Demon Hunter I think got like all normal bags. Like, I think he just started with them or something. But yeah, I got the room down to like 29 or something last night, and then I went to bed and I got up at like 5 in the morning and it was above 30 again in here. I just could not sleep, I just woke back up again. Like, guess I'll just die. Yeah, this thing. Let me do the quest, man. Come on.
Words? What memory do you bring?
Just let me pick it. God damn it.
I can teach or learn until...
Impossible. So I was like doing the delves and I was like, oh, these aren't that bad. But then there's like one elite mob in there that does something like a double bite and it's like basically one-shots me. I was like, oh, that's not fun. That's a little spicy. Got a spicy bite. And what's this? Burning branch of the world tree. Yeah. I don't know, I'm hearing Herondar and I'm like, man, I really should watch those other Avatar movies.
I understand the threat of the light blue, but
I think I only saw the first one.
please the elders or you and Hara guide you. Good luck.
these guys give a lot of experience? The mobs? I knew low level killing them gives you a lot of experience, but I don't know how much it does. Did he just like fall out of the sky? It's been like super dark all day, and now that I'm about to go into a very dark delve, the sun has come out to blind me, so I can't see my screen. The normal things. I don't think he gave me that much, to be honest, but... It is finally supposed to cool down overall this week, but it is supposed to also like rain every single day, which is unfortunate since I'm attending an outside wedding. And it's gonna be cold and raining. Like, oh, you wanted it to cool down, huh? You wanted some rain, huh? I'll give you cold and rain. I'll just wait until you're outside at a wedding. And then you can have all the cold and rain you want.
You're here. Good. Let's pause to refresh ourselves.
You can kind of just run through them. There's a new curio that you get, the Dun-Duns one with the little mouse on it, and it makes it so that you can just run over the curios without actually having to click them and pick them up. Super nice. Big fan. To say though, I do really hate Valera. I don't know what's wrong with her pathing, but no matter what I'm fighting, when I'm done fighting, she will just start pulling the next pack, even though I don't want her to fight the next thing. I don't want her to pull it. She's not a tank. She's set to healer. And she's like, actually, I think I'm gonna be the tank. I'm gonna go pull the next pack. I hope you wanted this elite. Hope you're ready for that. I know. She just does not care. It's like having a real person in my party. What does this do? Almost. Can you pick up the mining bits, Valera, please? Got you a rock. Don't say I never gave you anything. Thanks, Valera. You're a person, I guess. I was gonna say the best, but you're not. It's also like when you're trying to run around and just like pull a whole bunch of mobs, she's like, actually I'm gonna stun one of them way back here and then die by myself. Just to be completely useless. Yeah, Fury is so much fun. I've been playing around as arms on my main warrior because it's the better spec for like everything. And I think that's going to continue on into this season, unfortunately. But Fury, I feel like, is just so much more fun. It's so like zug-zug. It's a shame it always ends up being the worst spec all the time. Yeah, you try to pull stuff, she's like, alright, I'm gonna stun it back here. And I'm gonna throw the hearts in a random location. That's not actually where you want it to be. I love that there's like these little traps that you can put them in. It's pretty funny. I never used them like the first couple times I did the dungeon. I didn't know they worked on the enemies. I thought they were just to trap you. And I realized you can use them on the enemies. I have Resident Evil set up for tomorrow night. Normally I do them on Wednesday, but I'll be doing it, I think, on Tuesdays from now on when I play that one. But I'm wondering if I can actually finish it off tomorrow. Or if I still have another week of doing it. I feel like I'm close to the end, but I thought I was close to the end when I was leaving the hospital, so I've been very wrong before. But I feel like I'm really at the end this time. Because for like some of the other things, I had eventually seen like some spoilers. So that I knew that like I hadn't done all of it yet. Like, I knew there was going to be a scene with Leon on the bike, on the motorcycle, because I kept seeing memes of him like T-posing on the motorcycle while shooting. So I knew that was going to be a thing later on, but I haven't seen any spoilers past where I am right now, so. No, don't do your while there. Get in the trap. Valera, stop stunning him. Get in the trap. Oh my god, you piece of shit. Get in the trap. Okay, we're just gonna move on. Thing does not want to move. It's so funny when I'm running around with this Almoth Storm. I was like, and you get a moth, and you get a moth. The animation they make for it is so goofy.
Stay here and recover.
I look so happy about it. Yeah, the devs themselves don't really give too much experience for really the quests we're looking for at the end. I think it's better to like hold it until later on. Yeah, it's really nice to be able to just walk over the curios and not actually have to loot them. Alright, all the sprouting light bloom I need is done. I just need 10% more. Hopefully it'll be enough.
Stay here and recover.
Okay. Where did Valera go? Oh, there she is.
Let's talk.
Sometimes she just like runs away and I don't know why. And there was like one buff that diseases her in the grudge pit, so it just randomly stuns her, so she'll like vanish when she gets stunned. I'm like, what the fuck? She gets stunned for like half a second and she's like, vanish. Not in combat, vanish. Oh my god, I guess the kids are out of school. Yeah, it's playtime for them. Usually I would close the window so it wouldn't be so loud, but I'm dying. I have to cool down in here. I'm tired of it being 30 degrees. So we'll have to listen to the wonderful sounds of screaming children, I guess. Everybody's favorite noise. I was going to the store earlier and there was a lady out with her kid in a stroller, like a baby. And as soon as I went out, it started pouring rain. It was like crazy. I was like, of course, the second I go outside, it starts pouring like this. But she's out with her baby in the stroller and she keeps putting the hood down on the stroller because it's pouring rain. And the kid, like the little baby, just keeps yanking the lid off of the stroller, the hood off the stroller over and over again. And she keeps laying it down like, stop it! He keeps trying to put it down, it's get like soaked inside the stroller. And he's like, no! I'm gonna keep it open. I want to be soaked. I want to see the rain. What? Really disaster. So many decor that we've gotten. Oh yeah, these delves also have been super upgrading my gear because I have a lot of really shit gear from... You like level so quickly from 1 to 80 that by the time you hit 80, your gear is still like... The chances of you actually have gotten upgrades for all of your slots is so low. Am I not outside? Oh, okay. Once you get up the ramp, it counts. Alright, we got this one done, then we can do the dredge pit. This map is pretty cool. The one that turns into the void and the light.
I am in need of more
Pretty
venom
neat.
and also more healing water. Since you are in the Alua wetland, would you do me this favor?
Nothing in it. Toxic potato. This is a pretty cool animal that they added for this expansion. I do like potatoes. They added a lot of animals this expansion that are pretty cool for hunters. It's just kind of the same thing though for like PvP. There's only specific ones that you want to use. Like you're basically just using the raptors or an undead. Because these ones count as plants. They're elemental. So you can tame elemental ones now, but for PvP you normally don't want to use them still. Ooh. I love when they all just explode. Ophidian Maw is such a cool ability. Need healing waters? Oop. Explode when they die? That's done. Just need some healing water. It's really funny, like, going on the forums is always a bad idea, but it is funny to just, like, sometimes look at them to see, like, how bad people are crashing out over certain things that happen. Someone came back and they're like, is this game dead or something? They're like, I'm in Stormwind City, and there's nobody here. Well, there's this brand new patch that just came out. There's no reason that anybody would be in Stormwind City. And the other thing is that they were on Illidan, and Illidan is a Horde server. Even though, like, a lot of them are all linked together, it's still, like, a majority Horde server, so there's not many people who are playing Alliance. Like, the percentage of people playing Alliance on Illidan is very low. So they're in an Alliance city on a Horde server in the 20-year-old capital with the new patch going on and being like, why is this game dead? They have no common sense. They have no idea what's going on. Of course it is. Of course it's dead there. There's no reason for people to be there right now. Ew. Oh my god, a little breeze. Just a little. Ooh.
Good to meet you.
Oh, there's a chest. Can I get the chest? Let's see. Usually not. Usually one does not get the chest, but we'll see. There's not as many people in the old zones. Not the old zones, but like in these areas right now. Is that a person? That is a person. Yeah, max level. I can't do that. Not for me. I can get a necklace over here. What do we have to do here? Like animated Blightbringer. Animated. It's a weird word, like decay animated? That was a strange word. I like these little spore guys, they're little fungus things. I like them better than the mole people. Oh my god, I hate the mole people. Yeah, smell my smellies. It's fucking weird. I don't like it. Definitely really easy, at least for the Fury Warrior, when it's like, can you just kill a bunch of things? I'm like, I sure can. I mean, just jump in and press Bleed Storm. Take care of that in no time.
There is no glory in destruction, but our duty remains all the same.
Alright. There's one more down here. One's worth 1,000 gold. Nice. I'll take 1,000 gold. That seems nice. Rare. Oh my god, you know that guys know that cat rare in Eversong? That does like the bleed on it? I was trying to kill that thing on my warrior. I cannot kill it. The bleed is so strong. He just does it and I just like insta-die. And I also had the hunt on, which was not helping because the hunt mob also puts a bleed on you. And that also does a ridiculous amount of damage. I don't know what it is about bleed, but they're just super OP. Anything else I can just fight and there's no issue, but you put a bleed on me and I'm like, what defensive? I have rallying cries, there's nothing. I'm like, oh, I can fight another thing near me, but it's another cat that'll put another bleed on me. He's ultra strong. Is this an upgrade? Nope, that is intellect. Do not want to put an intellect trinket on. Can't tell you how many times I've like done LFR and I'm, you know, we're wiping, we're on like 3 determination stacks, and I'm looking around and I'm like, what is going on? And I'm looking at the DPS and I'm like, why is this person doing less damage than the tanks? And I like open up their gear and they just have on just like random ass shit, man. Like there'll be a feral druid wearing cloth, I'll click on the tank and realize the tank has no weapons on, or they have like a two-hander on and they're not actually using a shield and they should be using a shield. And then you're like, can you equip a shield? And they're like, I don't have one. And they're like, I don't need one. And I'm like, you can't even activate your abilities if you don't have a shield. What do you mean you don't need one? We're wiping. So it's just, LFR is so rough, man. Oh god. But like on one hand, I can't really blame them. Like if you just started this game, there's nothing that tells you that like you shouldn't wear other armor classes, really. So if you're like a druid and you get a piece of armor and you're like, oh, this number's higher than this other number, you would just equip the cloth piece because it doesn't tell you you shouldn't do that. There's nothing in the game to really explain that. But then they join group content and they might as well be AFK. Or even for people that do know, like, sometimes you just, like, misclick something, you put on the wrong type of gear, and there's, like, no warning that you're wearing the wrong type of gear, just even accidentally. Or maybe you misread it, you're like, oh man, I got a new two-handed weapon, and you don't realize that it doesn't have the right stat on the weapon. Like, is it intellect one for some reason, or it has no strength on it, or something weird like that. You're just running around with this weapon thinking it's fine because you can activate all your abilities. And then it's just not the right stats. The game requires a lot of knowledge, but it does no hand-holding in it, and it's like, it severely punishes you for doing the wrong thing. But mostly it just punishes everyone around you for having to group with you, which kind of sucks. I do think that they should try to do a better job of guiding people on, you know, like what type of gear they should be wearing, or like the stats that are important to them. Because I just did the, what is it called, like Exile's Reach or whatever, where you start out on the ship. And like, that's a step in the right direction as far as like, oh, it tells you how to put your spells on the bar. When you get new ones, it tells you how to interrupt. I was like, okay, well, I mean, these are good things, but this is like such a small part of the game. It really needs to be so much more that they need to learn before they start grouping with people. I don't think I've done any of these quests. I've spent like 0 time in Arendar.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently I have done this one at least. But I think they've kind of given up on trying to teach people how to do the game for a lot of stuff. And they're just like, well, you know, there's Wowhead, so people can learn how to play the game on Wowhead. Instead of actually utilizing any of their own resources towards helping people understand the game that they made. So, I mean, at least that's good, but most people, if they've been working all day and they come home from work, they don't want to have to go to Wowhead to play WoW. Like, people have to look up and do research on how to play the game. Especially if they had more of like a mentally stressful job than using their brain for mentally strenuous activities. Coming home and reading more. Oop, he's dead. Tote. It seems like they started to try to help people understand how PvP works, because they added the training ground for battlegrounds and they added the arena training ground, which sound like good things, but the battleground for PvP doesn't tell you what to do still. Like, it gives you the opportunity to try out playing in a PvP-ish environment, like, because you're able to use your PvP talents and everything in there. You're able to see the map. But it still doesn't actually explain to you what to do. And then I haven't gotten to try the arena, but I heard the arena is actually pretty good, like the arena trading ground. So you'll get put in with, but you do get put in with another real person. So you'll have a real teammate against bots, and then you'll have like a bot healer with you. And the opponent bots are really good, but they don't do much damage. So it's very possible to lose. But you do get used to seeing them, like, they kick you, or they'll, like, shadow step kick you, or, you know, they're using all their CCs, but they just don't do very much damage. So you can see all the things that you're supposed to be doing, like, strategy-wise, I guess. But without the stress of, like, the damage, or playing against other people. But if they thought it was going to help with people not flaming you, it's really not going to work that well, because, like, your teammate is still a human in there, and if you lose to the bots, you know that people are going to be messaging you after, like, how did you lose to a fucking bot? So, yeah. Leather. Giving me intellect axes. Like some strength axes. But I probably will try out the training ground just to see what it's like for the arena one. I'm glad they're trying something, anything, instead of being like, yeah, well, I mean, they were like, yeah, we just don't care about, we don't have the resources to care about PvP because nobody plays it. And then nobody plays it because we don't put resources into it. You know, that kind of vicious cycle there. It could be good though. I think people want to try arena, doing the bot one could be a good first introduction, I think. As far as the battleground ones, I don't think the battleground ones are a very good introduction. So like I said, it doesn't tell you what the fuck to do in the battleground still. And there's still so many other people in the group that the only thing that it's good for is the fact that you can use your PvP abilities and that you can see the map. That's it. These little stalker things, they're pretty cool. They're like an octopus, but that stand up instead of swim around. Rogue keeps flying around me. I don't know if he's trying to kill me or if he's lower level than me or what's going on. Keeps him flying around me. Cloth, leather, and light. Getting all the junk. Oh, there's a hunter. Oh, this is a hunter actually. Can't wait till I get this character max level. Okay, I'll hand this in. Trying to explore these parts. I think they nerfed the amount of experience that you get when you go through each of the zones too, because the Earthen were able to level in like a couple of hours just flying around or something stupid like that. So they significantly nerfed the amount of experience you get from it. People really level in some super degenerate ways. Hey Bards, how's it going? How you doing? Weekend was too fucking hot. Too hot. Couldn't sleep. I did not get to go to D&D. Last week everyone was kind of sick too, and I was sick the week before that. I think everyone is getting like sick. Like pretty much everyone in all the groups has just been sick that I know. Because I think none of us are just sleeping. Like it's so hot we can't sleep. We're just all suffering from sleep deprivation. So everyone's getting sick. So we did not have D&D, unfortunately. So it's gonna be like more than a month before or between sessions. Because I think they have different vacations they're supposed to go on too. Like I think they went somewhere today. They were leaving. So unfortunately they're also sick on their vacation. Yeah, I hope that yours went better than that. It is cooler. It's cooler today, finally, and this week it should be cooler the whole week. We need it. We need it to cool down. It's been too much. Everybody is suffering. Oop. Hello, jellyfish thingy. Jellyfish mushroom. Oh man, I never looked at this thing. It looks pretty cool. It looks like a house. Huh, he has like a little brain inside there. Cool. Did I kill this guy? He looks neat. I don't appreciate your spore beam though, actually. It sounds horrible. Is there nothing to do there when it's so hot? A place to go swimming or something else? Well, I mean, you can go to the lakes and stuff, but they get really crowded, obviously, when it's that hot. Anything that's cool gets super crowded when it's hot out like this. Like, some of the few places that are actually air-conditioned are like grocery stores. And then everything else would just be like the lakes, so then the lakes get really crowded. And then at night you just suffer, so not much to do there. It's so windy. Like howls through my balcony bars. Oh, my egg hatched. You know what that? Hatching. Oh my, oh. I already have 3. Goodbye to the garbage with you. He hatched and went right in the dumpster. He was born into the grave. Mine was good. My girlfriend's friend came to visit. It's been a long time since we saw each other. That's fun. Did you go anywhere, like do anything, or play some games? I have one of my friends coming to visit in October from the US. That'll be cool, because I haven't seen anyone in like 3 years. So I'm coming up on 3 years. September will be 3 years since I left the US. So, it's been a long time since I've seen them. It's been a longer time since I've seen the person who's visiting me because they moved to Colorado before I left even, so. And I've never been to Colorado. And I don't think I would really want to go there. I don't want to say that I'm afraid of wide open spaces, but they creep me out. Like she sent me pictures one time of her going on like a hike or something, but it was like out on the plains. And there's just nothing. There's just nothing forever, and I don't know what it is about that that's so creepy to me. What's the name called? It's like being on a deserted planet or something. I went to the beach and just baked there. Get a bake. It was fun, and then we of course played games. She even DM'd a one-shot. Oh, nice! That's cool. Neat that you gotta do a one-shot while they were there. Which one did you do? Was it like a homebrew one-shot, or did she pick a module? Oh, okay. Not an intellect one, that's good.
We offer greetings. Be you well? Is that all?
I think I know what you mean, but if you were going through that space with someone else that you know, would it still bother you? Yeah, I think it's just creepy. Like, regardless if there's people there or not. Like, just like staring into the void is just creepy. Yo, I don't like this disease. It randomly stunned me while I'm flying.
You are seen. We greet you.
Homebird, okay. Cool. I'm D&D list for more than a month now.
We see you. May the spores be with you.
Oh, dear teammates. Okay, I'll go fight people if you say so. Energy, hello, how's it going?
You are seen.
Hold on 1 second. Oop. Let's see this here. There we go.
We wish you well.
Oh my god, this disease. This crippling disease.
Be you well?
Let's get them all at once.
You are seen. Spores guide you.
I think a lot of people normally feel that way about oceans, like thalassophobia or whatever, where they like look out in the ocean, like the deep ocean, and they don't like it, but I feel that way about like the plains
Offer greetings.
or the desert. I feel for you. Don't know how I would survive without my weekly escapism.
Be well?
Well, I really like mountains and water, so seeing wide open flat nothingness is just like the opposite of the things that I like.
Let's not waste time.
We offer greetings.
Let's pause
Yeah, I
to
should
refresh ourselves.
grab the quest since that's an important part. Oh my god. Something happened. They're all screaming. I have a little mushroom on my head, dude. It's crazy how much the noise carries from the courtyard here like that. You have to hunt adoring fans. Alright, let's run around and kick some mushrooms. He said get mulched. Not very nice. But I did kick him. Like, what is Valyra doing? Why are you fighting things? Like, she just keeps pulling stuff. Just too much space with nothing? Yeah.
Stay here and recover.
I just run around. Just like in my head. Yeah. Yeah. Just like Ronan said. A lot of nothing going on in there, as far as the eye can see. He's gonna be so sad. He's been so happy. I don't know what it is. I don't think he likes men. But now that it's basically my whole group is just women except the DM, he's so happy for D&D because he just gets so much pets from the girls. He's just a little ladies boy. But he gets so depressed when they leave. He is like super distraught. He howls extra loud at night. And now he doesn't get to see them for a month. Yeah, he is definitely a sad cat.
Get inside the circle. I'll heal you.
Yeah, he's a little charmer. A little ladies boy. He just lays there with his belly up. Lets him scratch his belly. Puts his legs wide open. A little hoe bag. Most cats don't let you touch their belly, but he just lays there with his legs wide open for belly pets.
From nature. Useful.
He didn't used to, but when I was on vacation, my pet sitter, I guess, kept petting his belly even though he did not like that, and now he wants it all the time. It's like, maybe this belly pet thing isn't so bad. is such a weirdo. They have one that's like a football one now, where you have to kick skulls in the goalposts. But it has like tiki masks that try to knock them out. Or some of them, if you kick it at a mob, the mobs will like spike the ball or the skull back at you. I don't know what do I have to do. You're knocking me down. Oh, and Drez has been over in the Paladin Discord since he has 7,000 Paladins now. And he's like, whenever they get changes in there, they're just like, guys, should I re-roll? Like, how bad is it? Do I have to re-roll now? And everyone in there is like, dude, there's like three people in the entire Discord that should ever consider re-rolling, and you're not one of those people. They're like so bad at the game. They're like, oh well, this thing happened, so I guess my class is useless for LFR now or something. Like the highest content in the game you're doing is LFR, and you're like, do I have to re-roll now with these changes? And the answer is no, you do not. The only people that ever have to re-roll are like world first people. Or cutting edge people. And that's about it. There's nothing in the game like the way it was back in Classic that's just useless. Like back in Classic, if you were like a boomkin or something, you were kind of just useless, but you tried to be a DPS paladin, you were kind of useless. But there's nothing like that anymore. They don't tune, like the tuning is not that bad. Everybody can do everything except for like the top 1% of stuff.
Let's pause to refresh ourselves. That's a target.
Yeah, this stuff just melts. Oh, there's one more. No shroom fight rot stock. Get the hell out of here. Oh, I smack him with a chair. It's like the WWE in here. He also brings a chair. Okay, Michael might.
Stay here and recover.
What? She get hit by a chair? I wonder if I can click that. Guess I'll never know. Yeah, level up. And loot. Good loot. Got a chest upgrade. What do I really need to upgrade? I know I probably have some really garbage stuff on this person. Bracers. I have 78 and 1 bracers and a 77 weapon. Fury has it tough, man. Fury is just like, it's not really like the meta thing. Arms is always like the choice, and then they're like, on top of that, we need you to get 2 two-handed weapons, so you're gonna be worse than an arms warrior basically no matter what at the start, because there's no way you get 2 equally powerful weapons in the same amount of time that an arms warrior gets 1. I don't know what level I'm supposed to hand in the dome, so I guess I'll hold it for now. Rare. Callaway. Maybe I'll hand them in at like 85 or something. There's another chest. I can't ever win these though. There's never any horde at them. It's always alliance. The only time I ever get them as horde is if there's just nobody on the map. There isn't anyone currently, but we will see. Because really the only thing I have going for me is that I'm playing on the NA server, so it's like... it's pretty early for a lot of people there. It's later now, but still like in the middle of the day. You gonna fight me? He didn't even try, he was the same level, he just looked at me and flew away. Damn, I was too intimidating. The aura was too strong. Like, I don't want to mess with that one. He could have fought me, we were the same level. That's too funny. Alright, let me go back. Oh, I guess I don't need to use the cave. There's a portal right down here. Where? Here. Okay, it still has 6 more levels, but I have a lot of quests to hand in. I haven't handed in the delve quest yet. It'll be fast. Alright, I am gonna do a break real quick, guys, so I will see you in a bit and I'll be right back. Okey-dokey. Oop. Heck joke. I was 10 scared of 7 because 7, 8, 9. Wow. Wow. I lost count of how many times I heard this joke. Like, I went to the grocery store and they had a World of Warcraft banner there, so I had to buy it. The consumerism got me. It's a Fanta Zero Sugar Lemon. What does Alex have? Apparently I get a cool prize. Code under the Lasha. It says code unter der Lasha. I guess the Lasha is a tab. Der Lasha is a tab. Unter. Let's see. What's it taste like? Pretty good. Tastes like artificial sweeteners. Everything has, in Germany, the main sweetener that's in everything is acesulfam K, which usually upsets my stomach. It looks like there's also aspartame in it, which kills you. Delicious. I try my best to avoid anything with artificial sweeteners in it, but basically any of the things that are like high protein or like low calorie or something like that, any of the bodybuilding protein stuff, it's all filled with artificial sweeteners, unfortunately. I'm like, please just give me real sugar. Like, give me the option of having real sugar. Yeah, that was going back. It's like, I'd rather have real sugar in this and, you know, have to account for some extra calories than have fake sugar in it and feel sick later. Do not have a good time with them. Let's kill them all, every spawn. All tight. Also, I was trying to like recruit a little bit for my guild, because someone in the trade chat was like looking for a Mythic Plus and raiding guild that's active. I was like, hey, do you want to join our guild? It's very active. And they're like, are you sure? No offense, but they keep saying that and then their Discord is dead and there's only like 4 people. And I'm like, no, there's a lot of people. It's very active. We have like actual meetups for a guild and everything. I was like, a lot of us are living in the EU, but we're playing on the NA server. And they're like, no thanks, I'm NA. And I'm just like, I am also NA. Like, we're playing on an NA server. It's an NA guild that is very active. Like, are you just refusing to play with EU play? Like, I don't understand. Like, they weren't getting the concept of the fact that somebody from the EU could be playing on the NA server, I guess. So it was only one of those 2 things that it really could have been, is that they didn't want to play with EU people, or they couldn't understand the fact that we were playing on the NA server, and the only way for me to see their message was if I was playing on the NA server. I don't know, it sounds too complicated for them to understand. Yeah, they're just like, sorry, I'm on NA. I'm like, so are we. We are also on the NA server. I was like, you know what? I just stopped responding after I tried to explain it. So I was like, Blizzard doesn't let you transfer regions. So a lot of us lived in NA and moved over to EU. But we can't transfer accounts, so we're all still playing on NA. It's an NA guild. And they just never responded. I was like, you know what? I just saved ourselves from someone really stupid, so I don't care. Whatever. This person can't understand something like this, so can't imagine trying to fucking raid with them.
Only through the constant effort of its defenders should their strength
But the other thing is like, oddly enough, a lot of like NA people are very anti-EU. Like they just hate EU people. And I say that from like a WoW perspective, but also from like a real life perspective. Like the thought of EU people is very negative to them. Like they just don't like the EU. They don't like EU people. They just like a lot of like hatred towards them. I have found, which is really weird. I don't really understand it. But that's you know, maybe that has something to do with it. They just don't want to play with EU people. I think something that a lot of people have probably heard a lot is the common term of Europoor. And I imagine most of the people using this term are probably also poor themselves and trying to make fun of Europeans for being poor for some reason. I don't know. I think it's some self-hatred going on. But yeah, there's a lot of negativity between the two regions, even though it doesn't really need to be. I don't get it. I already have little scoots. We're not gonna get little scoots again. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It kind of goes both ways. They're both like pretty negative towards each other. At the end of the day, they're both just people. Oh no, my bags are full. I need to buy myself or make myself some bags. Probably cheaper to buy them. I think it's a kind of a bizarre stance for people from either region to be like, I'm not playing with Europeans. I'm not playing with Americans. What do we got? Oh, I don't think I've ever scanned. Oh, I forgot I put this character on Warm Rest Accord. For that, PvP add-on Overlord. I'll have to try that out at some point. Probably not right now with all the new patch stuff going on, but I imagine something like that is probably kicking off in like the middle of the season when there's a bit of a lull. Alright, what does it look like now? This went down so much. I'm gonna hold on to it. I think a lot of these materials are gonna be worth a lot once the season actually starts. Oh, the bag situation is dire. Oh no, I want all this stuff back though. I'm gonna wear it. Oh. Definitely want those in there. I gotta get the Dragon Isle artifacts out of here. What the hell? I don't need that. Definitely not. Mana potions. Alright, that's a little bit better. We can sell everything else off. There we go. A little bit less dire. I'm gonna buy a bag though. A couple of bags. I feel like there was somewhere that gave you like a better region pouch than a 6-slot one. Probably like a bazillion gold here. 1,000 gold. What the f— what is this server? There's no way there are 1,000 gold on the other servers. To make them or not. I should select a new prey, I guess, for... There's only one.
The Rutani are imbued with the powers of our world. It is time we cultivate that power.
I'll go from there with Erator. I heard something like for the EU they're trying, or it's like really difficult to ship things in between the state or in between the different members of the European Union, and keep seeing like a lot of businesses being like, well, I really would like to ship to the other countries in the EU, but I'm just not going to do it anymore because they want you to pay like to have the disposal done for the packaging for things that you want to send, and it has to be like certified, so you have to pay for the removal and pay a person in that country to like make sure that that happens. So they're like, okay, well, I want to ship to Austria, say, and they're like, but I just won't now because it costs me all this money to make sure that the packaging is disposed of when it gets there and pay someone to make sure that that happens. And they're like, I'm not gonna do that. They're like, I had like 10 customers there, which, you know, I made money off of, but I had to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to ensure that the packaging I used to send like a box to 10 people, so it's just not worth it. They're like, the concept of being able to move things freely through the countries is cool and all, but they're like, oh yeah, we should, you know, deal with the packaging afterwards is a good idea in but then in practice it doesn't really work out like that, because it just means that giant companies can eat expenses like that, and small companies that only have a couple of orders in every country can't deal with a cost like that. It's so stupid.
May you lend your song.
I don't even know stuff like that went on. It just seems like bizarre to me that you would charge a person from another country the disposal fee for packaging in a completely separate country and force them to hire someone to make sure that happens. You would be like, well, I'm just not gonna ship there anymore, which is exactly what's happening.
So, your path leads you here. You have come far, stranger.
The Rutani, they are being driven to grow. This light you speak of may be the cause.
I thought the light bloom could aid the Vanguard. But were they the ones to cause this?
This is wrong.
I couldn't imagine doing something like that in the States where you're like, alright, well, I want to ship to PA from New Jersey, so that's gonna cost me $500 to hire a person to make sure that the box gets thrown away when it gets shipped over to PA.
We need to report back to Silvermoon. They need to know about this.
Because you'd have to make so much money in that country first to have it even be worth hiring that person in the first place. Because there's like a flat fee for it.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
Ooh, is that a ring?
Speak to me.
We're done.
If Fairbreeze is safe, the Void Storm still looms. Seek out Umbric in Tranquillion. Reach out
Only
to
proper
Moshe.
disposal I know of is to burn the trash, to give you that smoky smell and then turn into stars. Honestly, don't. Those people watch It's Always Sunny. Yeah.
Okay
Just burn it all, it's fine.
Nothing. These Rutani have been changed. I must return to Harenda and investigate. I may not.
That was like when I lived in the States and I bought my house. And I had to get like
But we cannot
my heating and all the pipes and everything replaced in my basement. But before I could get it done, I had to get the asbestos removed. And the guy who did the plumbing, he's like, oh, I can just black bag it and get rid of it for you. And I'm like, no, you can't. Like, so in some places, like, you really do want, like, you know, specific ways to remove things because they're dangerous or hazardous materials, but we're talking about, like, a box and some plastic. But in the US, they're just like, oh, you have some asbestos? We'll just throw that in a trash bag and, like, dump it somewhere. But there's, like, actually, like, really expensive. It's, like, thousands of dollars to dispose of asbestos because it's, like, it just kills people, right? So you don't want to ingest that. You don't want it in the air. You don't want other people to have it. You don't want it in, like, the open where people run into this.
Hold, champion. There's a
And then
plan.
we'll just get rid of that. That's fine. Don't worry. I could have done it. It would have been really cheap. It would have saved me so much money to be an asshole and just, like, fuck the environment for that. But I did it the right way and had it disposed of properly, and it was very expensive. But, like, you know, a lot of people will not do the right choice or sometimes can't afford to do the right choice. But I think as far as, like, forcing small companies to pay for disposal of cardboard or plastic in another country, like, I don't know about
How could
that.
this happen? The shadows serve us. Notes.
But people in politics maybe think of the ideas or the effects that they want to have and don't understand the incentives that push people to do things. And I'm like, this is not going to make companies stop packaging things a certain way. It's not going to make consumers stop buying those things. It's just going to make small businesses go out of business and stop selling to consumers in certain countries or certain locations where it's not profitable to do so. And big companies will continue to do whatever the hell they want to do, no matter what. So it doesn't really help. It just forces the big companies to pay a little bit more money to a new type of economic system where there's now people that are in charge of making sure packaging gets disposed of. Like, it's just another economic system. Just inventing some kind of weird, useless job.
It's like they're preparing for something.
Seems like Lord Antonorian is offering everyone refuge.
New recruits? Splendid. With perseverance, strength suspicious. Such as a giant storm of void looming over us all, you mean? Can't say I have.
That's
What other
not
devils
much
do
of
I
an
have to
answer.
do? I'm so tired of doing these quests. I'm gonna go question this townsfolk, and then we'll go murder things.
Worry not. Lord Antonorian will take care of us all.
I know I'm gonna have a hell of a time when I go to do Final Fantasy because I heard the one expansion for Final Fantasy is just
We must have faith.
very little fighting and a lot of like political intrigue. So all the quests are go talk to people and not go kill things. Final Fantasy mentioned Mars Red. I'm sure he'll be playing that tomorrow because the servers are going to be down for a couple hours.
We love the
Whenever his WoW is down, he goes to play that. If he's subbed.
these passes, won't you?
Yeah, why can't he reach this? Common Fance is pretty good. Not really a drink that I drank in the US, but it's been very popular here. That and Spezi. Spezi is pretty popular too. Also, it's interesting because like alcohol and beer in general are very cheap here. Like wine is really cheap. Beers are like under $1 for certain brands. There's a lot of like alcohol-free stuff here. So it's just so weird like going up to the counter or up to the refrigerated section and trying to like get a cold beer, and I'm like, okay, well, they don't have the one that I want because they have everything is alcohol-free versions instead. Like there's more options of alcohol-free beer than normal beer in the refrigerated section all the time. A country of like beer and bratwurst and, you know, all this pork stuff is basically everyone that I meet doesn't drink and is vegan.
Now there's a tidy place a Far Strider can go to
It's kind of
relax.
interesting.
My thanks.
I get a lot of opinions about how much people hate Oktoberfest. Like, from German people. So, alcohol is stupid. Okay. You don't have to come to Oktoberfest. That's fine. Did you see that thing I said about that guy that got arrested at the Tokyo airport? He had 200 lizards stuffed in a bunch of socks. people just do anything, I swear. Like all the things you could be doing with your life. But did you ever think about like stuffing lizards in a sock? Like that seems like a good use of your time. Nobody was ever gonna catch the 200 lizards stuffed in your socks in a suitcase. I don't understand why people do that stuff. Sometimes people like try to smuggle drugs into Singapore and I'm like, why would you do that? That is the worst country to try to do that in.
That sounds like Cassia.
That is not
Wonder if
worth.
there's anything behind. Let's go see.
I think you just get like executed there. They do not joke around with that stuff. Oh, is that a one? God damn it, it's a one-hander. I feel like a one-hander would be better than a two-hander at this point. I don't recommend smuggling drugs. I just smuggled the lizards in game. Well, yeah, this is still better, I think, even though it's just a one-hander. This is so low item level. I mean, I don't recommend smuggling anything into any country. That's just a bad idea, but smuggling things into countries where there's like execution laws, like maybe not, you know. Oh, doo, 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 doo. Not a great life choice. Didn't he fly them into Japan so he got through the first airport? I don't know. Maybe he showed up at the airport with them. I don't know, maybe he did get them there somehow. I have to look at the article now. Oh my god, I have so many notifications. 9 were endangered Mexican alligator lizard. 1 animal was already dead. How did he do this? What? Oh my god, get the fuck out of here with these cookies. According to the Japan Times, authorities had been on alert since late July after receiving an anonymous tip that the Mexican national was planning to smuggle lizards into the country ahead of a reptile exhibition. Customs officers noticed a suspicious bulge in a packed t-shirt during a luggage inspection, which turned out to be 200 lizards squeezed into 22 pairs of socks. 1 was already dead. Mexican alligator lizards, an endangered species found in central Mexico. International trade of the species is tightly restricted. They were bought for $350 in Mexico, but in Japan they sell for $630 each. Okay, so somehow he did get them through the airport in Mexico, I guess. He was from Mexico. Well, I mean, I think that kind of explains how he was able to get it through the airport. A lot of corruption in that country. It's easy to bribe people there, like officials. Yeah, I guess that's what they did. He bought $3.50 lizards from Mexico to Japan, where they sell for way more. Oh man, we got a chest? Hell yeah. Somehow it's Mexican. Man. That explains it. You see though, if it had been from the US, they would have like stolen the reptiles from the person before they left and would be like, I don't know, there was nothing here. Yeah, I definitely feel like in the US it's more likely that the TSA agent would steal the thing you're trying to smuggle than actually stop you from getting it through. They just keep finding like thief rings in the TSA where they're all in on it and they just like steal shit from people trying to fly. Oh my god. No, I'm gonna go to the lawn. Man, 1 to 80 was so fast, and then it's just like... It takes that entire time all over again to get from 80 to 90. It's just so slow. Whoa, he disappeared. What the f... This is bullshit. Probably like phased or something, I suppose.
Let Sarata hear your cries as your city burns.
Where is the... Is this phased even to the point that I can't get into the delve? The door is closed, right? Don't you normally go down here? Oh, okay, you can open it. Here we go.
My plates are ready.
Oh, my rice is done.
Let's pause to refresh ourselves.
Bogless frog. It's closed for business. Yeah, the delve is it's on holiday. Hey Archangel. How's it going? Trolls are like, I'm tired of being murdered by other trolls. What the fuck is this frog? Puddle jumper shrine? This is a shrine to a frog? Okay. Are you just killing stuff? I think I'm killing stuff. What is this? Remove the curse of transformation from nearby frogs. Oh, they got turned into frogs. Alright, I wanted to pull all of these mobs and like kill them all at once, but every single one of them is a fucking caster. Rip. Oh, cast spells. You still here? So I have to dispel 20 of these guys who are cursed as frogs and kill a bunch of people. Alright, that you don't cast though. I don't really like that. Alright, and then I interrupt it, and then Valera stuns them, and then they cast again because they've been stunned for 5 seconds. And they're nowhere near me again. Good, good, good. It's about as well as the solo shuffles go when I play with rogues. We're all on the same page, and then somehow the page is in 2 different books. And turn to page 10, and the rogue is reading like some hentai manga or something. I'm like, I got it. Never done this one. I haven't seen the first frog version of this delve. I barely even knew this delve existed for forever though, so it's not surprising. Man, someone's cackling like fucking crazy out there. What the hell? The most evil, maniacal laugh out there. Okay. Oh, I need one more frog? Yeah, just one more frog. Froggy? You have been freed. Alright, now for the murder. Round them up and gun them down. With my axe. If I can actually round them up, we'll see. It's very difficult to round up people to cast with Valera, stunning them every 3 seconds. Maybe if I run down the stairs? Line of sight them a little bit? Maybe? Let's see. Oh, she just like blew down the steps. That worked a little bit. Why is it not all the way over there? We don't need Valera. Fine, just stay dead over there. Mind my rocks for me. Fish my fish. Hurry up.
And now we have a fish.
Now we have a fish. I learned midnight fishing from that internet fishing. It gave me fishing skill from watching her how to fish. It'd teach a man to fish, right? Or a woman in this case, but you know. I was like, oh, that's how you do it. It's kind of interesting that instead of paying the gold to learn any of the midnight professions, you can just do them and you'll just learn it for free. If you go into Delve and have Valera fish, you learn fishing. If you just mine a mine or herb an herb, you'll just learn it for free. And you don't have to pay that like 100 fucking gold that it costs to learn it. Take this puppy. Yep. Valera, get your fucking hawk out of the way. Hawk strider over here. Damn. I'm gonna show my puppy. Whenever she stops, she doesn't stop behind you, she always stops in front of you. Yo, why did you put one all the way down on the stairs? Not ideal. Move up here. Maybe he won't do that again. Oh, he still didn't. This is so ugly. And oh, I got a helmet. Okay. Sounds intense. Whatever's happening. Alrighty, let's get on out of here. And we need the next one. There's the next delve. Oh, no, I gotta. I'm gonna leave this one and go on the next one. I always think I left when the little helicopter thing takes me out, and then I'm like, oh wait, no. Just takes you to the entrance. Alright, next one is Finite Crypts. We'll do that. Oop, sorry. Tabbed out for a second. Oh yeah, I have the hunt over here too, so I can pick up these traps along the way. The new hunt was kind of crazy, the hard mode ones, because it has those like poison traps that stop you from moving, and if it happens when you're in water, it's pretty bad. Not a good time. The chests give you credit towards the hunt too, so... Oh, there he is. What even is he? Petiole the Razor Leaf. Like a plant person. Ooh, it's gone. He went this way. Where's it at though? Oh my god. Oh, there it is. It's like, it's nice that the kids have somewhere to play that's nice and close and they actually go out and play, like, do things. They're having a good time, but on the other hand, it's like, holy shit. I'm listening to screaming all day. Ronan even woke up from that one. He's like, ah, I don't know about these kids screaming. They have a lot of them in Germany though. They're basically in between like all the buildings, all the big apartment blocks have places for the kids to play with little parks in between them, which is nice. What? What's wrong? Did the kids wake you up from your nap? Huh? Did they wake you up? Yeah. I know. They woke up nap number 7 for you today. It's a tough life. Oh man, a minute ultra long. Alright, into the crypt. Basically like a basement, right? Gotta do the basements in Resident Evil, and do the basements in WoW. Always doing basements.
Let's pause to refresh ourselves.
Alright, what do we got on the wall here? What are you screaming about? What's wrong? You staring at the charger? Why? Are you upsetty, Spaghetti? Yeah. Those meows just keep getting lower, more dejected every time he does it. while resigning to his station in life. Valera, what are you even fighting? What are you doing over here? Don't mind my mind. Work. Work, work. Come on, peon. I'm not gonna mind it. Get this fearful ritual mask. I'm spooky now. I was pretty spooky before, but I'm more spooky now. I don't know what that did, but okay. There's a couple of them. What do they do? Do they do something? I don't know what they do. Actually. Don't stun him, Valera. God damn it, she stunned him. Wait in line to sight them over here. Oh, this one has the rampaging thing that runs around the maze. Oh, that reminded me, we're getting the labyrinths kind of soon, right? Maybe the next patch? I know we don't even have this one, but I think we are supposed to get labyrinths. Not that far away from now, right? Supposed to be like megadelves or something? Oh shit. I wonder how that's gonna be. I know what item level gear they'll end up giving. Or what content they're hoping to replace by giving us the labyrinth. Whenever I use my spell reflection, she also stuns them. So then they start casting again and then it's gone by the time they finish their cast. We work in perfect tandem. I have no idea what happens for destroying these sex things. But they're all over the place in here. I don't see any like buff come up. Oh, they are releasing too, oh, damn it. Holy shit. They're releasing, a World of Warcraft D&D book. Like, crossover. So you can be- I can be an enhancement shaman in my game too. I'll just be another barbarian. Because I basically only play barbarians at this point, it seems like. The fighter or barbarian always. But that's pretty exciting that we'll I'll have like a Northrend version, I think it is, for D&D. I think it's cool. Should be fun. Pretty expensive, but it shows you how to be like a whole bunch of the classes in the game. But D&D-ified. Oh, do I not have this chest? Oh, I can't go through that one. Oh, there's a handle here. Does this one open it? Didn't open that one. Which one did it open? Oh, damn. I thought I could just walk by it on the side, but I could not. It just keeps plowing you down. I like these ones, I guess. Damn, I don't even have to fight half these things with this Ophidian Maul thing. Snaps him right up. Annie's gift. Poison your blood. Very nice. Poison myself so that other people take damage when they bite me. Got it. Maybe they shouldn't be biting me. Then they wouldn't get poisoned. That's right, Ronan, Shouldn't have bit me. Wait, where the hell am I going? This way? I have like a whole army of little undead guys with me. There we go.
March for death.
I don't understand why he's so angry. He's just like sitting next to my bed, looking at me and screaming. He looks really angry about my charger that's on the floor there, though. Like he wants to sit exactly where the charger cord is or something. I don't know. Nice. Oh, I might have to redo some things. Hopefully it's retroactive, but apparently I was supposed to pick up an elixir at the beginning, and I did not. An evasive elixir. Maybe that would have helped with the charging pangolin thing, but I did not do that. I have to go back to the start. Hopefully it just auto-completes everything else that I was supposed to do. Because I already did it. This always messes me up when there's something weird that you have to pick up at the beginning of the dungeon. Because it like cycles through different modes in here. Okay, good. It looks like I just have to kill the boss at this point. And you don't always need to pick things up at the beginning, it's only sometimes. Yeah, I was so mad when I was doing the new delve on the coiled isle, and Valyria ran into the middle of the map while I was fighting the boss in there and pulled a random elite that like does a frontal cone stun smash. So she pulled that, but the last boss in there was a Death Knight. So I was fighting the Death Knight and trying to move out of his AoE thing. And as he's about to finish it, the thing that Valera randomly fought is doing its channeled stun ability. And the Death Knight boss pulls me back to him, which is where the fucking frontal stun goes, and I get stunned in it. I'm like, Valera, I'm disbanding you. You're not allowed in my party anymore. I was like, what is the chances of that? This DK, that's just an NPC, just grips me into this frontal slam. At the worst possible time. Such a troll. Alright, we got some nuggies. I got traps too. Yeah. There aren't any other delves in this zone. I wonder if these actually give any good experience now. I'm not gonna Oh my god. We have Subnautica at home. I can just jump in the ocean. And then it's basically the same thing. There's like scary deep ocean sharks that just eat you in this game too. Like you can swim out really far and then there's like really big sharks in the ocean. Alright. Got the prey down here, so we can go kill them. Where are they? Oh my god, they're on the other end of the world. Yeah, I wanted to see if the Void Assaults actually give any good experience, because you don't really have to do anything for them. Like, you can just be there. Never mind, I forgot I'm in war mode and nobody does anything in war mode, so it will take me a long time to solo that. We will just go do this guy up here. Do my prey.
Our beasts favor bloodthirsty insects from the leech bog. Help gather some more for the hunt.
These goddamn earthen dwarves ruining my experience from exploring areas. Oh, they reset MMR already? Oh, 1850 to 1900? Damn, you were at like 2500, right? You're gaining 4 rating on a 6-0. Hopefully that changes as the season starts tomorrow. That's not good. That'll be a hell of an 1800 push? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about gaining 4 rating on a 6-0. That sounds a little shit.
A bountiful harvest indeed.
Alright, and then we can do the Void Storm. It was 2,220 my last match, and I didn't play him the last few weeks. It was probably 2350. Okay. And now they're only 1800. 1850. Halfway there. One bar away from 85, so I'm basically there. I feel real good to hand in all of these delve quests though. Okay. Which one do we want to do first? Let's do the Shadow Guard point. That place is usually pretty fast. I know a lot of people don't like the Void Storm, but I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a neat looking map.
The Void's hunger must not claim any more of our
Especially the skybox. The skybox is super cool. All little sucky void things. But it is pretty alien.
The Shadow God's machinations continue in spite of our best efforts. Disrupt their operations.
Yeah, I think this is the delve that there's a certain story mode that is really, really good if you're trying to like spam it. Because when you do the question mark delve, for like the delve boss, obviously you want Valeera to be as strong as possible so people spam certain ones. Get her leveled up really high, or to get the curios really high. Some of them are not very good for that. Some are really good. Sometimes though, for me it doesn't really matter like what the best way is to do something. If it's too boring to do it, I just won't do it. Like I'll just... Like I have to have some enjoyment in the thing that I'm doing. So just spamming the same thing over and over again is normally... I can only do that so much before I'm like, alright, I am completely sick of this. I need to do something else, even if it's not the most efficient way to do it. Lunatic Basilisk, what the hell? He's pretty cool looking though. Pretty cool looking. Haha, you poisoned yourself, bitch. Eat your own poison bolt. Just in my own pool of your poison. And when playing games requires enjoyment, it's a dangerous one. No fun have, only gain have. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of times when people are like, well no, you should do it this way. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it the way that doesn't make me want to die. Like, I'm playing a game. So I'd like to have fun in the game. I'll get there when I get there. Yes, Ronan. Even you. Go back to sleep. I'm gonna pick up your bed and you're gonna be mad, so... Yep. We'll just keep running and hope that Valeera doesn't die. Or maybe she does. I don't really care. He's not getting attention. He gets so much attention. It's like, the more attention I give him, the worse he is, actually. He, like, builds up a tolerance to the affection, I guess, and he's like, I need more to build the cuddle meter now. The more attention you get, the worse he is, for sure. Like I said, when we have all the girls over for D&D, he is very, very noisy and very needy afterward. Oh my god. Even though he got like hours of pets from 5 people. But somehow it makes him need more pets. He's the star of the show, he is. Oh my god, this thing's so annoying. Just stun me. What am I getting stunned by over and over again? Is it this... Is it the... poison on the ground is like electrocuted? There's so much poison though. Like everywhere. I tried to jump over it and that stunned me too. Like heroic loop doesn't work. I hate whenever there's an ability of something that's like on the ground and you try to heroic loop over and it doesn't work. Like you just get hit by whatever it is. That's so stupid. Yeah, I guess all this stuff's like electrified. I don't know what from, but it just is. Is it poison though? Oh, that's the average McDonald's order. Basically. I don't even know why I bother going to a fast food place anymore. I gotta stop. It's like, it's hard, and that was probably the point because it's something you grew up with. But it's not cheap anymore. It doesn't taste good anymore. It's not fast anymore. Like, it's just... It's as expensive as me going to an actual restaurant to get food anyway. And it does not actually taste good half the time. More than half the time, probably. You know, when I was younger, you would go to like Wendy's or something and I could get a $1 chicken sandwich and a $1 fry and a $1 drink, so I'd have lunch for $3 and, you know, it was pretty good. And it was fast for like my lunches while I was working. And now it's like, alright, well, it's like, that'll be $17 for a burger, a drink, and fries. And also it'll probably be cold. I probably did it wrong. It's probably the wrong thing. It's the same price as me going to the Chinese food place and getting duck, which I would much prefer to spend, you know, $17 on, you know, roast duck or something, which is actually really good. And actually enjoy a sit-down meal instead of like with real food and like real vegetables and stuff in it, not the garbage at McDonald's. I think the main draw, really, for still getting fast food is the fact that it has, like, touchscreens. So you don't have to talk to anybody. Which is a plus, but you can just order all your food on the touchscreen menu. Yeah, this electrified poison stuff is garbage. I don't really like it. Trying not to fight these giant elite things that just spit electrified poison everywhere. I got 2 more worms to get rid of over these basilisks. I'm just thinking about that word, basilisks. It's really annoying to say. I never liked them much and stopped bothering years ago. Yeah, well, I went to them a lot as a kid. Like my parents were always taking me there, so something I was kind of just used to doing. But I'd say the quality is just really degraded. And that's saying something because I think the ones in Germany are better than the ones in the US still, but... when you like actually look at it, a lot of them used to get their food, like the stuff they were serving you locally from their communities, and you know, it would actually be locally sourced stuff. And now it's like every single company, fast food company, buys their food from the same exact place and just sells the same exact garbage from an ultra corporation. It's just, like everything's just been ruined.
Got you a rock. Don't say I never gave you anything.
Well, everybody's just eating like Sodexo, and that's it. Alrighty. Shitification of everything, yeah, your food, your clothes, your electronics, it's just, everything is just worse. Such a rabbit hole topic. I have too much to say about it. Makes me angry. All my clothes from like high school are in better shape than clothes that I bought like a year or two ago. Bam bam, level 85. I think after I finish the next delve I can hand them in. This will be the last one. Oop.
Don't say I never gave you anything.
That's the most unrealistic part about cyberpunk stories. Things are too sturdy, too high quality. They actually function. You have like, they have the dystopian future of cyberpunk. We're like, man, this is just so bad. And you're like, no, I mean, things actually work there. Where our future things already do not work, and they're just horrible and fall apart right away. I need to play Cyberpunk. I played it a little bit and then you know the story. You know how it goes. Alright, does this count as a sleepy area? Up here count as a sleepy area? Hospitus. Doesn't look very hospitable. Look at him doing. Very hospitable. I like your face shirt. I guess we'll call it a face shirt. Okay. Okay, well, I made myself some dinner a while ago and then I forgot. So I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Thank you guys for coming to hang out today. I will be back again tomorrow, probably both in the morning and the evening. I think I'll have two different ones. In the morning I still have some vault stuff to do on all my alts, and then tomorrow night I have Resident Evil. So while the servers are down on WoW, I'll play some Resident Evil. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to hang out today. Thanks for the heads up about early stream, keeping the PC on. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for coming to hang out, and I hope you have